Hey folks, Dr. D here with another module of audio production. Today we're going to be doing Foley and sound design. All Hollywood movies and TV shows and whatnot that you see on TV, the sounds, the voices, pretty much everything going on except for the original music is fake. It's been recorded in post-production. But essentially all these sounds, all the footsteps, all the bird sounds outside, the crunching of snow, of leaves, footsteps, all the dialogue is recorded in post after the movie has been shot. And the actors come in and basically overdub their dialogue, and Foley artists, sound designers, do sound effects using all kinds of crazy materials in the studio. What we're going to do with this next project is a sound design for a short movie clip. We're going to use Tim Burton's Edward Scissorhands. Okay, so I brought a bunch of stuff from my garage here, and I want to kind of just introduce some of the things I have and what we're going to try to do with it. So we'll go through in detail like all the different sounds that we're going to want to recreate for this scene, but essentially it takes place in an old building, like a wood building, like a barn or something. So I brought some barn wood, some things that we can use to make footsteps, and there's a part of the scene where like the ceiling collapses, so just a bunch of random pieces of wood that can be used to kind of create some of those sounds. We also have a big box of gravel here, so creating like footsteps and gravel or other material falling and churning around. Got some pieces of stone here. This is Edward Scissorhands, so there's the whole Scissorhand thing going on. So I have some pieces of metal that can be kind of make those sounds of metallic scissors or kind of ringing metal. Some weights and whatever else we need to kind of source from the room. So you're kind of like really creatively problem solving with this. We're also only going to really need like one microphone. So we have a large diaphragm condenser mic set up to capture all our sound, and we have a DAW running with Pro Tools to record everything. So it's going to be a lot of different little cuts of sound that we're going to be recording, all these short little clips. So the next thing is to go through the film, the scene, and basically minute by minute set up a list of all the sounds that we're going to need to create. Okay, so what we've done is we've gone through this 2.5 minute scene roughly, and we have marked the time for every single sound that we're going to recreate here, all the different sound designs that we're going to cook up here. So we have everything: footsteps, heavy breathing, wind sound. If it's a barn or it's outside, we need to kind of recreate that ambience and kind of like give the viewer that experience that they're outside. Now the next thing we're going to do is basically go step by step by step and record each of these sounds, and we're going to do it along with the video as well. So we're going to have the screen going, and I'll be watching the picture and then trying to kind of recreate that in the moment with wrestling objects and wood and all the different tools that we have to recreate this sound. This is stab scene at 1:48. Okay, so we've had some fun. We made a bunch of sounds. We went through our list and made sure we had all the footsteps and gunshots and wood crashing and bodies hitting the floor and all the things. You do whatever you can to make it happen. It's a little weird, but it's fun as well. So now we're going to move on to the dialogue and more of the post-production side. And most of this can be done in your home studio with a microphone. Pretty straightforward. What you're going to basically do is you're going to have the video up and you're going to be reading the dialogue and trying to match the lips and the movements as best you can. At that point, we'll be overdubbing breathing, and we're going to pull in from a sound library the gunshots and the breaking glass. We're not going to shoot guns and break glass, obviously, in studio, and you shouldn't probably do that at home either. But a lot of the sounds we can source from various sound libraries. Birds chirping, crickets, night sounds, rustling leaves. A lot of that stuff you can find online somewhere or within like a sound library in iTunes or iMovie or something like that.